Well, hello, and welcome back to Trev's Travels by Narrowboat. This episode should have been shown, I don't know, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, back in March probably. I filmed it very early March, and I lost all the footage. Well, I misplaced it all, to be honest with you. I had filed it under the wrong file name. Instead of filing it under Welford, somehow I managed to file it under Crick, and I'd already done the Crick episode, so I didn't find it until I was going through sorting out some things to take off my hard drive and download to thumbsticks. I found it, so hence this video this week. As I say, it's filmed I think on the 3rd of March or the 2nd of March, or both. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Good morning. I'm moored up here now at the basin at Welford. I arrived here last night, quite late, as it was almost getting dark. It was wet, cold and windy. Today's rather a nice sunny morning at the moment. Let's take a walk into Welford and see what's around. This is 48-hour mooring along here. Rather a pleasant morning. All I can hear is the birds chirping and the odd car in the distance. Our boat is with their solid fuel stoves running, smoke gently wafting into the air. Should be coming up here shortly to fill up with water and wind here. There's the tap. Should definitely move up here shortly and be filling up with water. There's a cup of tea and a sticky bun you're looking for. Here's Tottie's Teas, Old English tea shop. That's quite nice to sit out in the afternoon in the sunshine. And then we come to the Wharf Inn. This is a free house. I did frequent the premises last night, mainly to use their Wi-Fi. I did have a pint, of course, while I was in there. It would be rude to use their Wi-Fi and not have a beer. And I had a pint of 10.50, which is a very, very nice pint. It's cask conditioned, as most people that know me is my favourite type of beer. And what I am told is, if anyone my age remembers Ruddles County, which was a very good beer from a few years ago, apparently the guy, the brewer, that went off and set up his own brewery, I think it's called Grain Store. Might have that slightly wrong. Here's one thing I did forget to mention. The Wharf Inn, I'm just about to see that from here. The road's quite busy. I don't want to stand in the middle of the road. The Wharf Inn is in the county of Leicestershire, and as soon as you go across the bridge, you're in the county of Northamptonshire. The significance of this was the two counties had different licensing laws, and in Leicestershire where the Wharf Inn is, was 11 p.m. and in Northamptonshire was 10:30 p.m. So the Wharf Inn got more customers later in the evening because of the later opening hours. So it became very popular back in its day. And he managed to get the rights to making Ruddles County. As we walk across the River Avon here, the source of the Avon is just a couple of miles away up in the hills that way. Little piece of land next to the road here. Hear the birds chirping in the trees and some machinery in the background. Little old pond through there. And these look newer little ponds that have been put in. I'm assuming there's probably not any fish in there. I'm guessing frogs, newts, toads would habitat the place quite nicely. Very nice it is too. Nice to see we're doing something in the UK towards conservation. Good morning.
It's a lovely morning.
At last.
Yes, exactly. Right opposite.
Yes. It's funny when you're filming, people always want to talk to you. Never mind. At least they're talking. It's quite funny. I found walking around all these little villages along the canals, everybody is so friendly. I haven't come across one grumpy person yet. It seems like if you talk to them, they will always talk back, and everybody has a good morning or a good afternoon. I think it's just a different way of life in these little villages. It's the way I was brought up, and I'm loving every minute of it, being back in these little villages. And that tractor was breaking the speed limit. Lovely little miniature daffodils here. And some more over there. It's called Welford Pocket Park. Friends of Welford Pocket Park. English robin. Jolly old blackbird. And yellow. No, I don't know what the name of that bird is, to be honest with you. Thistle thrush? Don't know. No idea. I'm probably wrong completely. So the Wharf Inn I passed, which is right at the end of the Welford Arm. There's the only pub left in Welford today. This used to be one here, and that was called the Swan. And there are two more pubs further up the hill. I did walk up here last night in the dark just to see what it was about, and to be quite honest with you, there's not much anymore. Right at the very, very top of the hill, there's a petrol station that sells a few odds and ends, a few small grocery items and what have you. And there was a pub up there one day's time, I remember from years ago, called the Elizabethan, which is no longer there. And it used to be a very nice pub actually. And there was another one towards the top of the hill here, which I think was called the Shoulder of Mutton. And I couldn't actually remember which building it was. It's very difficult to tell. Mind you, it was dark at the time, so I'm not quite sure. That's obviously gone as well. So where there was 4 pubs in the village the last time I came here, which was probably 25 years ago, they now have 1. It's quite a steep walk up the hill here. Now the only place is over here, just coming up on our left hand side, and that is the post office. And it's the post office stores. I did pick up a few bits and pieces in there last night, and they're fairly reasonable prices, I thought. This video is basically in two parts. The walk up into Welford village, and then I come back down again, which you're going to see now, and walk around the old lime kilns. The lime kilns are situated right at the very end of the Welford arm, right at the basin. So let's go and take a look right now. Some information here on Welford and its canals. I'm not reading it all out. If you want to see it all, press pause on the video. And it's walks. Same again, if you want to read it all, press pause on the video. These information boards are very interesting, but it's far too much for me to read out on a video. Now let's go take a look at those lime kilns. Here are the old Welford lime kilns. So these have got to be one of the main reasons the canal came to Welford. It says keep out. I have no intentions of walking in there. There's about 10 inches of water sitting in there. Pigeons are flying away as I walk up. You can look down into the old kilns. I'm unable to reach over anymore to get a better shot down the hole in the top of the kiln. This concludes my little walk around Welford and the old lime kilns. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this video. It was a beautiful day for very early March. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and share and click the bell icon and all the other things one can do. That just leaves me to say, thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.